Why hello there, I'm Doseku, and welcome back to Daydreaming Derpy. When we last left off, we took care of some personal issues with our good friend Sweetie Belle, and moved on from her cloud. Today, we're going to move on to a new area. Ah, okay, so that's the area we need to read the comics to get into. Not an issue, we just have to find the second one. And it looks like we're one cloud away from the final area. Interesting. Huh. Okay, so that might be the one for Apple Bloom, I think? I'm not really sure. You know, that is an interesting thought. Where does someone go if they fall asleep in the dream world? Yeah, I don't think you were. I don't think you were at all. No, I guess not. Yay! So, looking at the doors, I'd almost swear the one on the right looks like it goes to a school. Huh. And we picked up Scootaloo, the only member of the CMC that actually doesn't have a familial relationship with anybody from the main six. Her counterpart, of course, is Rainbow Dash, who she clearly idolizes throughout the show. Oh dear. What the world is this place? Uh-oh. Yeah, Scootaloo clearly idolizes Rainbow Dash a whole lot. So, where we are really isn't in somebody's dream. This is a construct that was created by both Princess Luna and Scootaloo, of course. And Scootaloo, being the obsessive fan that she is, knows anything and everything about Rainbow Dash. I'd almost say she's kind of like a stalker. And of course, she's not going to say anything more to that one. So, let's see where this rabbit hole. Oh no. Is Are these OC characters? Oh, they aren't. They're just different costumes. I don't think this is healthy. Not at all. Oh. Yeah, you mean the sparkling plug in the back there? That doesn't look too safe. No, no. Derpy, I don't think it's good that you don't want to know what that means. Let's just leave it at that. It is actually pretty cool that all the different Rainbow Dashes here do have their own unique portraits. I like that. And we kinda have to do this ourselves anyway. I mean, we are the player character after all. So let's slip on our cool earpiece, let's jump into that power outlet, and see just what's going on. Oh yeah, I am very ready for this. But let's check out her. Oh. So she doesn't have any uniforms outside of Club President. Heck, she doesn't even have a CMC uniform. So, for this one, I think we ought to slip into something more thematically appropriate for where we are at. So, let's put on our Wonderbolt temp uniform and let's be Dashie. Man, we look cool. Yeah, we've already made it this far, might as well keep going. Unfortunately, the chicken suit actually does not provide any kind of added benefit. Not even a set of abilities tied to that uniform. It's essentially the same as the fan club president. Are they really going to give us a boss fight this early? Man, if we do, this will be a fairly short episode. But Of course, it's not going to be that easy. In fact, before we can release our boss fight, we actually have to go and hit a different button. Yeah, I just said that. Nah. Huh. Yeah, I want to save, then I want to talk. Well, that's a fairly short conversation. So, one thing that should be noted about this stage is it's actually incredibly small. In fact, it's one of the smallest we've seen so far. This place only has about 3 to 4 rooms, and we've already seen half of them. In fact, our goal is to get up there. And to do that, we're going to need an employee ID. And to do that, we gotta beat up on these guys. The R-5000 series. Now, unfortunately, Scootaloo doesn't really have much in the way of attacks at the moment. And the R-5000s have a pretty high evade. In fact, they've actually managed to evade the freaking steamroller on more than one occasion. And, of course, I'm acting the fool and utilizing abilities that take away HP. Thankfully, I've actually restocked on healing items and we can negate that effect. Kind of. I did try to look into buying more stickers, but we still only have one sticker slot open to us right now. And that one currently has a sticker that I like to use a lot because it heals my HP by a lot and allows me to use my HP centric attacks. Yay! Now we can fight that thing as many times as we want. In fact, it's one of the few instances in the game where you could actually arguably grind for levels. Interesting. Yeah. So we have lightning in a bottle, an elevator that needs a key card, and a bunch of shorted out robots. What could possibly go wrong? So of course I switched back to the construction uniform, because I prefer having a high amount of basic attack. It saves me a bit of time. In fact, using bops instead of our magic abilities will actually make these fights go a little quicker. Swag. Oh, It's a bran muffin. Thankfully, our healing point is right there. So let's grab another one of these. And let's do this. Now, since these fights tend to go on for a bit and there's really no difference to them, I'm just going to skip ahead here. But first, let's actually take a look at what Scootaloo has for their chicken suit. Which of course is no new abilities. Again, their chicken suit does not change any kind of stats, it's just aesthetic. Swag. And there's just, well, actually, there's just one more to go. We've already picked up the employee card, but I'm kind of curious to see what this last one will have. Also, during this fight, I've been using Clumsy Step for Derpy, and it's not really successful. The idea behind it is that it will do a high amount of damage, but it has a fairly low percentage rating for actually striking a foe. And at the moment, I've been quite unsuccessful in getting it to actually work. Oh well. We have the employee card, there's no enemies left here except for the boss. Let's go pick up this wish, and let's hit the button. Okay, that's obviously Scootaloo's thing. I don't know if I've touched on it before, but Scootaloo doesn't actually have a family. It's one of the reasons that the adoption thing is the first thing you hear about when we tried talking to her earlier in the episode. I have no real idea if her home life was actually touched upon at all, or if we even know where she lives. I mean, Trixie is by herself, but she lives in a trailer on the outskirts of town. Eh. So at this point, we're actually learning that all the variations on Rainbow Dash that we've seen in the museum proper are actually aspects of Scootaloo herself that she doesn't believe she has. So, I guess it's things that she's striving to be but really isn't? Yeah, just a normal emergency ladder. Oh, this is clearly going to be all sorts of bad. Another thing to note is I would almost say that Scootaloo has kind of put herself in a sort of hug box, if you look at it correctly, with this museum, where she has a bunch of rainbow dashes that I guess you could say idolize her in a sense, and so she's not really able to reflect upon her own failings. Or maybe they do help her, I'm not sure. That seems to be the theme of this little adventure here. Oh no. Yeah, Derpy gets it. Alright, I think I see the problem with this robot. This variation on Rainbow Dash is way too smart. The actual Rainbow Dash, if I remember correctly, is a lazy doof. She's putting in way too much effort here. But then again, that is what happens when you kind of idolize people without seeing how they're actually like. And now she's evil. Of course. We really need better boss fight music for these. So, welcome to Idol's Fallacy. She's actually kind of strong, and she has access to the Sonic Rain Boom. It can do a lot of damage if she gets it off. A whole lot of damage. Cripes. She can take 23 off Scootaloo in one strike. We may have some problems here. But Keep Away should protect us for a little bit. Now, if you remember, Keep Away will actually prevent enemies from being able to hit us, or at least it provides a very high evasion rating. Or short term. Until you get struck by some attack and then it's gone. Ooh, we got Sonic Rain Boom also. Let's do it. Ouch. Alright, so we have to think about this a little bit here. Or not, she's dead. That was quick and easy. Alright, so perhaps this museum isn't a hug box at all, but something she uses to see what she can be and try to better herself to actually reach that goal. That does explain the conversation with the evil Rainbow Dash. And of course she's wrong, she does have friends who will pick her up if she falls. We've already met 2 of them. And that's actually true too. Heroes can rise from the most unexpected places. Again, I don't know if we ever get to see where Scootaloo lives, or what she does when she's not hanging around with, what was it, Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom. But this looks like a good place to stop for tonight. So, thanks for watching, and join me next time as we go into what looks like a school door, I think. I'll see you there. Bye.